Welcome back. So, we got an early game on Sunday, so I have to stay up late on Saturday to record this. These things happen. That first game is 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, between the Dallas Stars and the Philadelphia Flyers. The first of two meetings will meet again April 6th. That'll be in Dallas. So for Dallas, they're 8-5-1, and it feels like this might be a turning point in their season. If they want to stay in the upper echelon of the division, Colorado's getting better. Winnipeg's pretty good. This might be the time to turn things around. Jamie Benn, 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points, having the best season he's had in quite some time. Rope Hintz, 6 goals, 12 assists, 18 points for Hintz. On the Philadelphia side, they're 7-5-2 on the season. Konechny, 5 goals, 11 assists for 16 points. He was arguably their best forward today. Lawton, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points, was very visible in today's game, so I'm going to go ahead and say he probably gets a goal tomorrow. He's all around the net today, so it probably happens tomorrow. 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific start then between San Jose and Minnesota, which means this game will get its own video. That'll get done. And then we get into these 5 later on. This is the first of 3 meetings between the Sharks and the Wild. They'll meet again on December 22nd as well as March 11th. For San Jose, they're 4-9-3 on the season. Hurdle, 4 goals, 10 assists. He's picked it up lately. So is Couture, 6 goals, 5 assists for him. San Jose is scoring at a pretty decent rate right now. It's a matter of keeping the puck out of their net. Minnesota, 7-6-1. Recent games, they've had trouble putting the puck in the other team's net, so should be an interesting one to watch. Minnesota's 7-6-1 record is not the one they want, so they have to get this win over San Jose to start building up the wins and maybe putting themselves in a position to give Dallas a bit of a run. Zuccarello, 6 goals, 8 assists, 14 points. Has been quite good. Spurgeon, solid blue liner, captain, a goal and 4 assists for him thus far this season. Also at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, and I'm kind of happy about this. We get Vancouver and Boston. Vancouver in free fall, Boston the best team in the league. I kind of expect Vancouver to win this game because why not? February 25th, they'll meet again in Vancouver. The tickets to that game extremely expensive. I believe it's a Saturday game. So yeah, I'm not going to that one. Vancouver 4-8-3 on the season, so it's bad. 4 wins in 15 games is not great. Miller, 8 goals, 6 assists. He had a goal tonight. Miller's putting up almost a point per game, so he's producing. Horvat's producing as well. 13 goals to go with 4 assists for 17 points. Absolutely remarkable seasons being put up by both players, honestly. Boston 13, although Miller defensively, we've talked about it. Boston 13-2. Pastrnak 9 goals, 14 assists, 23 points. He's always around the net. He's usually good for a goal against the Canucks. And Bergeron 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points. He enjoys playing against Vancouver too. So I'm wearing Boston. I think they should win this game, which is why Vancouver probably goes in there and wins it. Why not? Back-to-back losses against Montreal and Toronto, and then they'll go in and beat the best team in the East, because why not? 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific start between the Arizona Coyotes and the New York Rangers. This is the second and final meeting between these teams. They met on October 30th, that being in Arizona. That was a 3-2 win for the Rangers. We'll see if Arizona can get a little bit of revenge. They're 6-7-1 right now. They lost against New Jersey, but respectable game. Keller, 5 goals, 11 assists for 16 points, has been excellent all around the net. Michelli is not getting a lot of attention because people are going to be like, who's Michelli? A goal, 9 assists for Michelli. Keep an eye on him. This is a good young player, and Arizona's got some really interesting players in their lineup right now. Mosier is one that last year kind of came out of nowhere, and this year it's Michelli. So it's interesting to watch them. For the Rangers, 7-6-3 on the season. Adam Fox, 4 goals, 13 assists, 17 points. All he does is set up goals. Panarin, 5 goals, 16 assists. His scoring rate has dropped. Fox is getting close to passing him on the points list. We'll see if Panarin heats up. Maybe seeing Arizona, maybe that'll get him going. We'll see. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Washington Capitals and the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I wish this game was just had my undivided attention. 5-1 win, of course, on Friday for the Washington Capitals, a game that got kind of ugly. Their third meeting will be March 30th. I do think we could see some fights to start this game. It may be one where we see fights at the start and then it all settles down. 7-7-2 is the record for the Capitals. They've evened up their record. They're back at NHL 500. Kuznetsov, 2 goals, 10 assists for him for 12 points. Mantha had a goal in the last game. We'll see if he gets one here. He is a hot and cold player. 5 goals, 3 assists for Anthony Mantha so far this season. For Tampa, 7-6-1, but it feels like they are getting things back going. We'll see if they can continue. That makes sense, right? Sure, why not? It feels like they're back on track is a better way of putting it. Less clumsy wording. So the 7-6-1 record doesn't tell you they're pretty much back on track. We'll see if Washington beats them again tomorrow. Hagel, 5 goals, 6 assists. He's been hot. Didn't have a point in that Washington game. Stamkos didn't either. 7 goals, 6 assists. Stamkos got off to a great start to the season, and he's been cold lately, but he's been hitting the posts. He's been all around the net. It's going to start going in for him again. And then 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. This is the late start, so I will say again, I'm very grateful on Sundays. They do have not all day. You don't have the 7:30 starts on Sundays. We did last year. So this is the first of 3 meetings between the Jets and the Seattle Kraken. Should be a fun one. They meet again December 18th and February 14th. For Winnipeg, of course, they're going to be coming in off of a loss against Calgary. 8-4-1 record for them on the season. Pionk now with 4 goals to go with 5 assists. He's off to a very good start to the season. And Dubois has been red hot. He now has 7 goals to go with 5 assists for 12 points. On the Seattle side, there's a couple of interesting names I wanted to throw on the board. So they're 8-5-2. They had their 5-game winning streak snapped by the Minnesota Wild, a game that they controlled a large portion of, and they're going to frustrate Winnipeg. If Winnipeg can't get on the board early in this one, Seattle's been playing a very suffocating style of defense, which apparently Morgan Geekie's had something to do with. He's got 4 goals, 4 assists for 8 points. He's a plus 12. He was a healthy scratch. Clearly he took that to heart, and he's been very good since. Tanev, 3 goals, 6 assists for 9 points, and he's a plus 11. When you look at plus minuses, Tanev and Geekie are way ahead of everybody else, and that's really telling. So it's nice to see Geekie producing and to see Tanev playing really well, and we'll see what Winnipeg does against them tomorrow. So let me know your winners in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.